We've got ourselves a project. So, this water tank was hooked up to a chiller unit, and I forgot to shut off a different chiller, and it sent pressure into it. This was the backup, and it sent pressure to the tank and cracked it all the way onto the bottom side. Did a little research online. We got this soldering iron. It's like a 200 watt, pretty heavy duty soldering iron. This is the first test in doing a little bit of a plastic weld. I'm trying to get like some good penetration in there. It'd be nice if I could do it outside, but over there it's starting to not line up. I gotta readjust my strap. Alright, so I got the kind of like the deep melt in there. I'm hoping that melts in enough to make the water sealable. But then added the mesh and just pushing the soldering iron over. It's definitely a bit of a time-consuming process. Just keep going. The cage. I wanted to organize this corner. Well, kind of is, I guess. Got bolts and little screws. Got the center drilled, and we're rolling now, nice and steady. 75 thousandths cut. We're ripping. Shit's flying everywhere. That right there is what I was going to attempt to use, and I'm done with these old tools, and I've upgraded. So that feels much better, much better. I just got it lined up on the side, making sure I was straight. Gonna get it in there and get that hole to 1 inch. Bada bing, bada bang. nice rusty water. We're working on it. We just did it. We did the experiment. Not gonna have any live footage, and honestly I wasn't very prepared myself. It would have gone better if I brought myself a grinder rather than use a messed up wire brush. But we have the ecoflow Delta Pro plugged in by only the 20 amp hookup into Miller 220, doing some stick welding, and that's what we get out of it. So got it tacked on, or pretty on there, and was happy with it. The only thing that could have made it easier is if I had a good grinder to give us some fresh metal. But I did pop it kicked this off 2 times, and so maybe I could have turned it back more, but I had it turned up a little bit so I could try to striking an arc was tough. So the plan is to get a 30 amp to a 50 amp plug converter. Let's see, because it only asks for a 35 breaker on the back, so it's not like it's when we plug it into a 50 amp, it's not using 50 amps. So this will give the machine the full capacity. But honestly, I was able to get this job done just with the 110, or with they're both 110 with just the 20 amp. But yeah, that's awesome. One extra bit is that all this welding and that welding it was at 90, and so we used about 6%, which I mean, I'm happy with. It's awesome. Yep.
This here was quite the project. It's the water tower, cool the machines. We have to take that back unit, put it onto the metal frame, and then put it onto these posts. Here's my little chicken scratch notes of making the drawing so I can get these posts up, and then we use the forklift to lift up the tower and the frame together up onto it. Boom, there it is in all its glory.
And the fan in, so that's exciting. Don't chop your head off. Got these in. These will tighten up and support. There's holes in there where water will spray out of. But yep.
Here we got a new to us machine, 450 tons, and oh boy, here we go, the purple 3-wheeler. Struggling getting it going, but we'll get it. We started digging in. The rear had a whole bunch of slop, and so those bearings were shot, and the sprocket was really loose. Yeah, it was all types of worn out. Gave it the old cleaning and spray paint. Some new bearings. Here we have a little bathroom remodeling going on. It felt quite good to dig in. Yeah, there we go. That floor is glorious. And some demo action. Those tiles, they're like the stick-on kind. I used some liquid nails. It came out really nice. Boom. Uh-huh. Pass me that bong. This is an air conditioning unit that I'm still not even hooked up, but started to put into the house. The line set, it had to be lifted up facing that way, so I built that wooden frame. I didn't really like the ones that they sold. They seemed flimsy. There it is up there. They're heavy. My new DJ controller. Starting to get into that a bit. Trying to learn. Blueberry. Refused a high five. My goodness, this is the only picture I have of it. That was some plastic coming out from a hose corrugator. What we had to do was tie a chain around the blue posts and lift the whole top part of the machine up. We were able to get all that plastic. That's where all the plastic was. And so, yeah, we were able to lift it up. This big thing was in the old building, it was a giant blower. There's the cool nameplate. I like old things. We never used it, but and this is a terrible picture, but there's giant blades in there, and like that picture for scale, like I'm standing next to it, I'm pretty tall, but it's just this giant thing. Those two doors open up and they just suck air in.
Hello. Come here.
Go see Uncle Kev. Uncle Kevin has something for you. Watch out. Blueberry with all your teeth. Because you try to break out of cages. Can we have a high five? Blue, I'll give you more if you give me a high five. Come on. Come on. Hey, high five. Yeah, good girl. What do you say? Wow.
Yo, John, aka Mario. Yo, did you see that? Yo, I can't believe you didn't take that corner right off. Yeah. We're gonna get him coming. He's taking a Daredevil ride right now. 2022, brand new. Watch this. Yo, he is nuts and he's still going. He's still low and he side rails it a little bit. Look at that. That was great. Yo, that is, and he did that twice. Not once, but twice. I couldn't do it once.
how you move steel right there.
That's how you move steel. And that's a big piece of steel.
It is.
And John, you are off recording. Oh, you want to hit that side, buddy?
Yeah.
So I don't have to come all the way over there? Yeah, I just want to get the front of this spot.
Awesome bag. Awesome bag. Is nice.
This thing's fun. It definitely, I won't be able to ride it much with one hand. Oh, where are we? Come on. Here we go. Whoa! Yeah.
I'll be the hardest worker.
Bananas.
Go ahead,